Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Yesterday, I uploaded a video on the Simply Said 2 channel, which is more economically driven conversations on that level. And I'm going to go ahead and put the clip on here. You can see it. And so, this was in the Wall Street Journal. Was it yesterday or the day before? Last couple of days in the Wall Street Journal. And I wanted to share this with you. So it says here, the article, Why Democrats Are Losing Their Grip on Latino. Not going to read the whole article, but wanted to point this out to you. And a lot of people said, hey, and don't forget, they are catering, they are pandering. I mean, I'm going to keep it real with you. They are getting tangibles. The illegal immigrants are getting more tangibles than the Americans. I don't care if you're a white American, unless you're rich. You saw Intel is getting that $8.5 billion grant. Yeah. Now I am an AMD shareholder. Okay. So yeah, and I was like, I want to buy Intel, and I just never got around to it. And yet, okay. Anyway, so whether you are the Americans were not getting tangibles. Okay. If you got the $1,400 and some people twice, and if you had kids and got that during the pandemic, that's about what you're going to get. But the illegal immigrants are getting tangibles. I mean, people who have moved to haven't paid a dime into the system sitting up here getting the hookup. Our tax dollars are working for them. So I just want to point out one thing here. And especially for the BC, because we have loyalty. A lot of people have been saying, oh, they're, doing for the Latinos in this country. It's going to backfire. And I totally agree. Oh, I totally agree. So this sentence says here is about where the Democrats are losing their hold on the Latino vote. Keep in mind, the Black vote, we are dedicated. We'll be willing to box up with you. Some physically and some definitely verbally. If you didn't vote for Biden, how's that turning out for you? Now look at Chicago. Oh, how's it turning out for you? I told you the decision to bring all these people here, they're going to starve you out. Now we're sitting up here, and I just saw a video. Oh, and we're starving and we're not going to stand for it. Say what? Told you that was going to happen. Dr. Claude Anderson has that those books should be selling out, but I know that as a collective, we're not serious people in my community. The majority are not. Don't lie. So anyway, think of all the loyalty, giving them chance after chance, decades, all the loyalties. Okay? And now look at the Americans. The politicians, I'm convinced, just don't care about us. The majority of Americans are suffering. Wall Street doing great. I'm still not recovered, but hey. So check this out. It says here, this one sentence, very powerful. And I really would like for people to notice this. It says about the Democrats losing their grip on the Latino vote. It says, what they fail to acknowledge is that Hispanics tend to put economic interests above their ethnic identity. Should I make it larger? You can see for yourself. Oh, she lying. We have some doubters in the house. What they fail to acknowledge is that Hispanics tended to put economic interests above their ethnic identity. So they're not worried about, oh, we black, we over no crap, we black, and how's that working out for us? They tend to put economic interests above their ethnic identity. So we are so concerned about if you don't vote Democrat, and we'll all men, black folks will get mad at you for voting for Trump. How dare you? Because I am not a fool when it comes to economics, okay? I make my living on Wall Street. YouTube, love you guys, and I appreciate all your support. And there's some things And it's really sad in this community. Like right now, I wanted to say something, and I may have shared it on Patreon. I'm not gonna even say it here because if I were to say it here, it would bring some haterade. I'm not gonna even say it. But anyway, so I appreciate YouTube. I make my living on Wall Street. Yeah, I make my living on Wall Street. So I see things differently. I don't get all emotional. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get emotional sometimes, like, oh my gosh, but I don't vote based on emotion. And you're not going to tell me about, oh, we're going to bring here. If I ask you if you're going to do something for me and you're like, no, well, no, we're going to go ahead and we're going to invest in Latino, but I'm asking you about me. Oh, okay. Then that's all I need to know. And then I do my research. Now, people vote for different people for different reasons, and I get it. You know, do you? I'm not mad at nobody. Of course not. But I do wish people would see that politics is about who gets what. It's not about a loyalty. It's about who gets what. They taught us that in poli sci. I am so convinced that I'm sorry. I'm going to say this. I'm convinced that Chicago, all this that's going on, I'm convinced a lot of these Chicagoans, you must have flunked poli sci. I'm serious. Poli sci must, whatever they're teaching in the, I don't know if it's university level, but political science in Chicago, I'm convinced, I'm sorry, the majority must have flunked poli sci. Now, my first semester poli sci, I made a B. Yay! Second semester, I kind of went through maybe like a party period, and maybe at the university and uh kind of skipped some classes, a little bit. So then a sister went down, to be honest with you, with a C. Oh my God. Okay. Like, oh, okay. So it's important to go to class. But I understood when they said political science is what? History and study of who gets what. Even Super Tuesday, they taught us that. Why do I want to vote on Tuesday? Because more than likely, so what the professor taught us is that, on Mondays, people are easy to call in and take off. Do a super to go and vote. It was I'm not going to that. But yeah, but I'm really convinced that Chicago must have flunked poli sci. I mean, seriously, you had to. The Hispanic population, they're more business and family oriented. They know how to everybody live together and get a business going. Oh, they know how to do that. And again, I'm going to upload the video, the link on this channel. Also goes to show you the illegal immigration is hurting them too. It's hurting Hispanic businesses. Why? Because the illegals have shut up here. I mean, popped up like a Pop Tart. You have your business an American, and I am so mad because you have got to be kidding me. I don't give a darn what color. You got a freaking American here because I'm a business owner too. You done popped your. Got a Mexican American here with a freaking business. They have a retail shop. They got freaking overhead. And you done bought your illegal self over here. Just popped your shop up outside these people's business. Selling food. How dare you? You done popped up. Set a business outside of an American business. They got to look like a swap meet on the sidewalk. And the man said, we're losing money, but guess what? They're showing the same thing. And don't forget, some of those items that are being sold are stolen, reportedly. Set a business outside the American business who has overhead, who has staff to pay, who has taxes to pay, and you set your little shop up outside there selling your little food. And of course, it's cheaper here. It's probably stolen. Or maybe used it with those $9,000, $10,000 debit cards you got. And you done set up a shop outside of theirs, taken away from the customer base. And then it's so much violence, they have to close down early. They're losing money on business. AOC, where are you? So you wonder why that some of them, the Democrats, are losing on the Latino vote. Why? They put their economic interest above ethnic identity. So those business owners, you can keep AOC. Man, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. It is not acceptable. It's not. So what's going to happen? You may get that with the illegal immigrants, and watch. They might really try to pull an amnesty next, but I'm sure the BC going to still support it. You've got to put your economic interests. You don't survive and live off of holding hands and having some friends. It doesn't work like that. It's not going to work out well for you. Economic interest. Why are people facing problems paying their rent, their mortgage? Economic, don't have the money, don't have the jobs. So what the hell is holding hands and trying to think you're going to have some new friends? It's about resources, people. It's about resources. So I want to share that with you. And that is why, we knew this going to happen. A lot of Latinos, they get a business going. Man, they're not trying to hear about I've even heard them saying, oh, yeah, you don't want that over the border. I've had a friend tell me 2 years ago what's coming across that border and what you're going to have. And he's Hispanic. He's a businessman. I already said, but no, if I said, even some black folks, you're a racist, you're stupid. And now you sit up in Chicago hollering, we're not going to have this. They're getting resources and we're starving. No kidding, no fooling. Jeez Louise. We're starving. No. Really? No kidding. Where do you think they were going to put those people? On Lakeshore? In Chicago? Near the beach? Where did you think they were going to put them? So now we know. So wanted to just share this video with you. Hispanics tend to put economic interests above their ethnic identity. So those business owners, they are very unhappy. I'm sure they're losing money, closing early, less customers because people are afraid. And then I can't believe it. You're selling items, they'll sell something and post right in front of your store. Where's the police for the permits? Where are the police? We've had the police stop a little kid or selling lemonade. Where's the police for the permits? I guess the rules only apply to the Americans, but not the illegal immigrants, and I'm out.